What's going on, guys? Today we have one of the hottest topics to talk about, and that is dopamine detox. How to do dopamine detox the Stoic way. Before I start tapping into the main ideas of this video, I wanted to mention one thing to you. If you're the type of person that cannot really sit down and review his own thoughts, then this video is the right video for you and you need to watch it in full. A little bit about Stoicism and what actually Stoicism is. So Stoicism is a way of life. It's not a religion. It's not any cult type of following. To be a Stoic is to be free, is to be in control of your own mind and your own destiny. That's what Stoicism actually is in a nutshell. So dopamine detox can go for 30 days and 30 days only, because you don't want to really overdo it and you do not want to be doing it for a week or less, because you're not going to be seeing a lot of benefits if you overdo it or you do it less than what you need to. I'm going to break this video into 6 sections for you to understand. For the first section, we're going to be talking about the mind and how we can relate that to Stoic's principle. So in order to do so, we're going to start with a Stoic wisdom or a Stoic belief that you can use in order to achieve this. So the first thing that Stoics actually believe in is that we only have control over our mind. Stoics only focus on the things they can control or have influence over. Anything they have no influence over, they do not adopt to change it or alter it in any way. So now you might be thinking, but Rami, how does this actually apply to dopamine detox? The first thing you want to understand is that you do not want to change anything in any way. You want to influence it positively. In order to do so, you can only influence your own actions, your own perspective of things. So what I mean by that, if you are the type of person that sits down all day to watch Netflix, in order to achieve that dopamine detox and free your own mind, your action should be, instead of watching Netflix all day, you should be doing a physical exercise, or you should be going for a walk. Start reading a book or an article that can actually help you succeed in life. So every action you take is very important to Stoics, because the action you take will have an influence over your life and your own future. Before you start going on the internet, you want to take a deep breath before you do so. Instead of doing that, you want to do something that is important to you, something that will make a change in your life, something will help you to go forward instead of getting stuck in one spot. Since now you understand you can only influence your own perception of things, you can only take action to do something, and you cannot control the outcome. In order to achieve the dopamine detox, you want to start making decisions that will help you free the mind, that will help you lessen that excessive dopamine hit. You want to start taking action in terms of achieving something or in terms of acquiring knowledge. So instead of watching YouTube videos, instead of going on social media to get that dopamine hit, you want to start redirecting your brain from watching videos, doing nothing meaningful, to doing something meaningful, and that is reading an article or reading a book that will help you understand things and help you acquire knowledge, the knowledge you need to succeed. So in order to achieve that, for the next 30 days, what you want to do is you want to delete your social media for the entire time. So you do not want to go on social media at all. You do not want to be watching Netflix the entire day. Instead of wasting your entire day doing those things, this time you're going to be doing something meaningful to you, something that will help you move forward. So what about if you have the urge to go on social media? What about if you have the urge to watch something? You really want to be in control. You really want to take back control over your life. In order to do so, you really want to be forcing yourself. What I mean by forcing yourself, instead of letting your brain go on a ramble thinking about Netflix, thinking about social media, you really want to be in the moment. Maybe do meditation, maybe sit down and review your own thoughts, maybe go for a walk, maybe talk to friends. Start doing something physical instead of wasting your entire day doing nothing that is of meaning. So section 2, we're going to be talking about balancing the imbalances in your own brain. So what I mean by that, instead of having that urge to go on social media, instead of having that urge to watch something, you really want to be replacing these habits with something really meaningful, something that you will actually feel a sense of achievement from once you achieve it. If you are the person that have been delaying starting your own business, this is the right time to do it. This is the time to actually start taking action. But this time when you are actually stimulating your brain, you're not doing it virtually, you're doing it in real life. You're doing something very meaningful, and that will teach you the differences between getting a high dopamine hit from the internet and getting a high dopamine hit once you start achieving your own results. Once you start understanding this difference, you'll be addicted to taking action. This is what the Stoics believed in. They believed in taking action. They believed in doing something meaningful. They believed in having meaningful habits in order to influence the world and the people around us. Entire 30 days, I want you to start planning it right now. What are you going to be doing? What are you going to be achieving in this entire 30-day plan? What are you going to be focusing on in order to have that sense of achievement? Everything will be so easily achieved once you gain that momentum, once you start taking action, because without action, you cannot achieve anything. Taking action will give you a sense of achievement. Taking action will give you a sense of pride, and that will raise your confidence. Section 3, we're going to be talking about reflection and how you need to reflect on your day in order to stop those habits that have been holding you in the past. You really want to start taking control over your own thoughts. In order to do that, you need reflection into your life. You need to sit down by yourself and reflect on the ideas, reflect on the thoughts that you have in your own brain. When your brain starts telling you to go watch a YouTube video to get that dopamine hit, you need to explain that to your own self that dopamine hit is fake. When you reflect more on your thoughts, you start gaining control over your own mind because you'll be thinking more rationally now. And that, my friend, where things start to make sense, when things start to become easier. Section 4, we're going to be talking about the challenges and how to overcome them. The first and most important challenge you'll face is that dopamine hit, that dopamine urgency. Your brain's going to start telling you to go watch something to get that dopamine hit, because you are the person that actually is reflective to his own thoughts. You're sitting down and you're understanding your own brain and how it actually functions. Now is the time to tell your brain to fuck off. What you need to understand is once you have achieved that dopamine detox, you'll gain back control. So obviously the goal you have in your own mind is much more important than what your mind is actually telling you. Every time you catch yourself thinking about getting that dopamine hit from watching a video or going on social media, you really want to be slowing down. And to slow down, you want to take a deep breath. The second challenge you'll face is deactivating your own social media networks. So in order to do that, you really want to go right now. You want to start right now at the time of you thinking about the dopamine detox. You do not want to delay this. You want to deactivate your account for at least 30 days. The third challenge is the fear of missing out. Sit down right now with yourself and write 3 things that you'll be missing out of social media. Once you have done that, really understand those things. Is it talking to your friends? Well, your friends should have your phone number and they can just text you. What's the big deal about it? Is it more important to you to gain back control over your own brain, or is fear of missing out more important to you? You really want to make a decision. Section 5 is the most important part because we're going to be covering the journey. So in this section, I really want to be talking about what you need to be understanding and what you need to be telling your brain. Every day goes by, you really want to be reminding yourself of the end destination, of the end goal. Why do you need to be taking control over your own mind? Once you have answered these questions, you will gain a lot more understanding of why you need to gain back control over your own brain, why you don't need social media to be influencing your own dopamine levels. The last section is mindfulness and why it is important when it comes to doing the dopamine detox. Before you take any action on a daily basis, you want to be taking a step back and thinking about that action. Is that action going to move you forward, or is that action going to get you stuck where you are right now? When you are mindful of your own actions, you are at ease with your own self. Mindfulness actually snaps you back into reality, snaps you back into the now. When you are in the moment, it helps you make the right decisions, the decisions that will help you later on in the future. When you are mindful of your own actions and thoughts, you gain back control over your life. Please make sure you start taking action right now, because watching this video, I do not want you to waste your time. I don't want you to just watch YouTube videos to help you improve your life without taking action. So start taking action right now, start making the change. As always, guys, I hope you liked this video. Make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.